So with privacy coins in focus right now and absolutely ripping, this token is one that, as you can see, it's started to run quite hard, but it's probably still got some upside left in it. It's one that seems to be gaining quite a lot of attention. It's a very old token. This is sort of one of the OGs. Um, so it's quite interesting to see it having its renaissance. This is Dash. So we've got the MEXC chart up here, so we can go ahead and mark some really high time frame levels on here. So we have so we'll start on the 6 months. So we have a very nice 6 month level there. We've got one down here. There is another one slightly above here at 24. And as per, we'll scroll all the way up and we'll put our all-time high in here of 477. If we get back to there, that would be fairly incredible. But we'll take it level by level. So moving down onto the 3 month, what can we see? So if we zoom in, we have a very nice 3 month level there. I'll make this line white and I'll type in 3M. Similarly, we have a very nice level down here, and this is important as this one is an impulse level. So we'll mark that in, and those are our 3 month levels. There's that one there, but I don't know if that one's particularly relevant. We'll put it in anyway. Can always take it out. So we move down onto the monthly, and quite an interesting chart. As you can see, we had this really long period of accumulation. Looking back at some of the more historical pricing, we can see this 3 month level is really interesting as it acted as a support for so long. We have a monthly level that we can put in there. We have one slightly below that we can put in there. We've got quite a nice one up here. Looking across, what else do we have? Nothing. Look at the amount of liquidity that is in that zone. So we will now drop down onto the weekly and see if there's anything we can spot that might give us a clue as to where this may move next. So on the weekly, we zoom in to here, going back to this historical price action, and there's a beautiful weekly level there that we can mark down. Similarly, there's a nice weekly level there, and one slightly above there. A nice one there. And you've got one that sits in the middle of this range quite nicely there. One that sits under, we'll go for these candles here. We'll have weekly, we will have a weekly going across. What else can we see? We've got a weekly level here at 66, but it's I think this zone is a really interesting one. You can just see the sheer amount of liquidity in this zone. We'll mark in a weekly level up here. And then what do we have on the upside? You've got a weekly level there. That's interesting. Similarly, you have a weekly level there. Which we'll mark in. Moving up, you can see loads up here. If we go up here, you have one there. Got one slightly higher there. And you've got one slightly higher there. And one there. So we've got quite a few levels here to aim at, certainly from the upside perspective. So put that in. and there. Yeah, and I think that's about it. So zoom out. So what can we see? We can see really strong push up into this zone. What is special about this zone is we can see we're coming back to quite an interesting level. As you can see, there's so many levels that we've marked out on this thing. It's the beauty of having tokens that are really old. So looking at where we are, this window here is really interesting. So if we open this up and scroll down, you can pretty much see just the sheer amount of liquidity that sits in this area. This whole area, look at how much we've got in terms of wicks here and fair value gaps. So what I will do is, if we draw a box down, you could probably draw the box all the way down to here. And you go across and you can see, yeah, just the sheer amount of liquidity that is in this zone. So we're currently pushing up through it. So where could this potentially go? I think, first of all, the thing to gain is if you gain this level up here, you can see so much from the upside. So if we zoom out, yeah, it's a crazy chart, isn't it, to look at? I think first port of call that you'd probably be looking to sweep on this is up here. So you've got this area here. Similarly, you've got the same here. And here is interesting. So yeah, plenty to aim at. So it should be interesting to see how this plays out. I think this will be a case of just continually gaining the levels now, but look at how long this period of accumulation was down here, particularly down here. This this cycle dash just seems to have been completely forgotten about. So it'd be really interesting to see how this plays out now that it's got some upward momentum in it.